Okay, so this is one of the most insane catfishing stories that I've ever told. About a year ago, I became friends with a girl. We'll call her Mary. Mary and I hit it off really well. We instantly vibed and became best friends. She always talked about this guy that she was dating named Justin, and they sounded like they had a pretty good relationship. One day, she told me that Justin actually had a really good friend who was good looking and kind of wanted to meet me. So of course, I was excited and I told her to give him my number. I got both his number and his Snapchat, and dang, he was cute. We messaged all of the time, literally for 3 weeks straight, nonstop. I was dying to meet him in person, but anytime we had plans, something always came up or he had some sort of excuse. I found out that he was snapping some other girls, so I just thought maybe he wasn't that into me. But when he talked to me, he acted like he really wanted to be my boyfriend. Not too long before we were supposed to meet though, he told me he had feelings for my friend Mary, which hurt a lot. I had a group message with him, Justin, and Mary on it. That's when I noticed a pattern. Y'all are not ready for what happened next. Follow and share and I'll do a part 2. Okay guys, so here's part 2. The pattern that I noticed is that none of them would text me at the same time. It was either Justin or Mary or the guy that I was talking to, and his story would continuously change. He said that him and Mary had talked before, and now he has feelings for her again. It just seems so out of the blue. But he tried to make it seem like it was okay because Justin now had feelings for me. I was just done at this point and I went to the internet to go super sleuth, so I typed his first name and his last name into Google. His name pulled up an Instagram with the exact guy who had been messaging me, who already had a girlfriend. And it looked like they had been dating for a long time. So I put it all together and I realized it was Mary playing both the guy that I was talking to and Justin, and taking pictures off of their social media. I contacted the real guy and his girlfriend, and we all decided to go confront Mary. And she straight up denied everything. It wasn't until later that she hit me up out of the blue and apologized for it. I honestly realized half the things she told me were untrue. So please be careful about who you let into your life. Follow for more stories, and if you have one, DM me on Instagram. So this is a story time about a crazy ex-girlfriend. Have you guys ever dated someone that was still dealing with an ex that couldn't get over them? So I met this guy and we hit it off really, really well. We decided to pursue a relationship together and everything was going amazingly. However, when we got together, he did warn me about his ex, which I thought was weird because you shouldn't be in a relationship if you should be worried about someone else. While this did seem odd, I never really thought much of it. Until one day, I was getting ready for school and my sister walked in and asked me why I made a new Instagram. I was beyond confused, but there it was. An entire Instagram made about me, posting stuff that I would never post. I don't even want to say what the contents of it was. So when I went to school later that day, I talked to each of my friends and asked them if they had made it. Maybe it was some joke or something, but all of them were like, no. But then when I got home, I noticed that I received a DM saying that they knew exactly who was controlling the Instagram account. Follow and share, and I'll upload a part 2. Hey guys, and welcome back for part 2 of my crazy ex-girlfriend story. I also want to thank you guys for supporting me. We're getting really, really close to 1 million. So I opened the message of the girl who said she knew who made the Instagram account. I realized that the message was from my boyfriend's ex's best friend too. She told me that obviously it was the ex-girlfriend and that she was really, really crazy and that I need to be careful and watch my back. I was absolutely terrified. I couldn't really tell if this was a joke or not. I was hoping that someone was just messing with me. I ended up reaching out to the account that was posting about me and tried to confront her on the situation. Soon after I messaged this fake account, she ended up deleting everything, which is good, but I got some more stories from her best friend. Whenever her and her ex broke up, she actually claimed that she was the devil's daughter and could hear and see stuff or something like that. She basically just did a lot of stuff for attention. So the moral of the story is please be careful if you're dating someone with a crazy ex. If you guys have a story you'd like me to share, DM me on Instagram or just follow for more content. You guys are not even gonna believe this. This is a story time about how I caught my sister's boyfriend hooking up with our Nana. It was summer of 2019 and me, my boyfriend, my Nana, my sister, and my sister's boyfriend all decided to plan a trip to France. A few days before we were supposed to leave though, my sister got really ill and so she decided to stay home. She didn't see any problem with her boyfriend still going though since she trusted him, and they basically grew up together. Anyways, a few days into our trip, my Nana ended up having a heat stroke. We had a whole day plan of going to the beach and shopping, and we asked if she wanted to come, but she insisted that my sister's boyfriend stay with her and take care of her. And he said he didn't mind because there was plenty of other days that he could go to the beach while we were in France. My Nana and him always got along and talked a lot, so we didn't really see a problem with it either. So my boyfriend and I left, and we didn't get our usual update for our Nana, so after a few hours, we decided to come back. We walked back to the hotel and we noticed that the door was locked. We knew that there was a key inside and we kept knocking to get their attention, but no one ever answered the door. We were really worried, so we ran down to the front desk to grab an extra key. And that's when we were finally able to open the door. Follow, share, and add me on Instagram and I'll do a part 2. Hey guys, and welcome back for part 2 of my grandma hooking up with my sister's boyfriend. So we were finally able to open up the door to the hotel room, and we all immediately had the worst feeling. Honestly, I thought maybe she wasn't okay or something had happened to her. So my boyfriend and I went to go open up the bedroom door, and there she was with my sister's boyfriend. We were totally stunned, and I just about fainted. I obviously immediately had to tell my sister, so I picked up the phone to call her, and you're never gonna believe what she said. She was like, yeah, I already knew about this, and that's why we had taken a break before. So she had literally walked in on her boyfriend and our grandma hooking up before, and she still proceeded to date him. So the moral of the story is, don't date someone who isn't 1000% head over heels for you, because they might end up getting with your grandma. And if any of you guys have a story that you would like to share, please follow me and DM me on my Instagram. I love you guys, and I will see you next story time. Bye!